What's up, guys? So today I wanted to talk to you about preparing for an in-home newborn session or lifestyle session. So some of you may not have a space to work with, or you might just be getting started with your business and you either don't have a space, or some of you do have spaces, but this is a service additional that you want to offer to your clients. And I think it's an amazing service. While I do have a space at home, it's been converted so many different times over to so many different things. I really feel like going into people's homes is the best way to photograph newborns. It's just a much better experience, I find, for clients. The parents feel so much more comfortable at their home. I've found that newborns are less fussy at their own home as well. Even if they are a little older than what we would want them to be, you know, within that 7 to 10 day range, they're outside of it. I feel like they do so much better at their own home. So we could go through many reasons as to why we would have an in-home newborn session or why you're watching this, but I really just want to jump into the video and talk about the things that I bring and my own personal style and the way that I shoot, the way that I do things. So I'm Jennifer. If you don't know me, welcome to my channel. I am a wedding and lifestyle photographer. I live in South Carolina, but I do travel everywhere. And my channel is about giving you tips and helping you get started with your business, no matter what income level you come from. I make a lot of props on here and do a lot of stuff so that people from any income level can start their businesses. If you're into photography, art, or crafting, consider subscribing to my channel because I do weekly videos on those topics. So the first thing I want to say is equipment. Of course, I bring 2 cameras. I don't bring 1, I bring 2. Something will always go wrong. You never know when your camera's gonna go crazy, or obviously if you only have 1 camera, you bring the 1 camera, but if you have 2, make sure and bring a backup. I like to get to know the people first. I like to do a home visit before the child is born, within the few weeks leading up to the birth, so that the light and stuff is the same. So I talk to the parents and I get a feel for what rooms have the best light at what time, so that we plan our time around the best rooms with the best light, if that makes sense. And then I'll do a pre-walkthrough with the family sometimes, just to get comfortable being in their home, to show them reasons as to why I think this room might be best, or, you know, just I really want to get more of a natural light, because it is the best. Natural sunlight, window light is the best light in my opinion. So I do the pre-walkthrough. I instruct them to get out their all white bedding, if we're gonna be in the bedroom, you know, things like that. I tell them whatever rooms we decide that, you know, please don't worry about cleaning your house. You might wanna pick up around the rooms that we're gonna be using, but, you know, please, I have children myself. I know what it's like to have a newborn, and you don't want to be cleaning your house. You want to be staring at your baby and just loving it and cuddling it and whatever. So I try to put people at ease. I think that relationships is a big part of photography, and meeting new people and making them feel comfortable, making friends with them is one of the most important parts of photography. So after I do my walkthrough, I talk to the parents. If they know what the child's going to be, then of course I'll pick out, if it's going to be a boy, I'll pick out the boy and neutral colors in my outfit selection and blankets and, you know, accompanying things like that. So I bring neutrals, rompers and things. I just made this video actually, so I'll put that in the corner, yeah. $10 chunky knit newborn blankets for basket stuffers. This is the herringbone stitch. I love the herringbone stitch. I typically bring about 4 bags this size of stuff, along with baskets and things. So basically like the whole back of my car. It's not a lot, it just seems like a lot, because like my bigger blankets and things, it only fit 1 or 2 in a bag. So that's why it seems like a whole lot. So of course I bring baskets and tons of posing pillows. This is not the extent of my posing pillows. I have like 3 more huge tubs of posing pillows. Of course I don't bring all of them. I bring a larger type basket, platter type thing. I have pails that I will bring. If it's, if it's like fall, then I'll bring leaves. If it's spring, I'll bring like green leaves, some sort of a greenery. Sometimes the parents and I will come up with a theme ahead of time for a basket pose. And so I'll make and bring the associated items with that. I don't bring a ton of stuff to an in-home newborn session. I don't bring my big beanbag, my beanbag poser, nothing like that. And the reason is because I'm not really a boutique newborn photographer anyway. I don't do froggy pose. I don't do things like that. So I really don't have a reason. If they have a suitable bed, then I don't need to bring my poser. I bring a floor drop that is wood. It looks like hardwood just in case they don't have what we're looking for. I might bring a hard surface. I'll bring a big foam core. They're like $4. They act as wonderful reflectors, and they are great to, if most of the home has carpet or the room you're going to be in has carpet, but you want to get that wood floor effect, well, you can use one of these to lay your floor drop onto, and it will stabilize it and get the wrinkles out. So that's why I love these. So once I arrive, I work with the newborn by itself, and I find a window and I do a basket or a bed pose. I find that using the first hour with just the newborn will get much better results. Obviously, if it was a boutique newborn session we do in the studio, we have 2 hours that we spend a lot of that time on the newborn getting those difficult poses. So after the basket poses, we go into family shots, and I find a window. But I also want to show you the light that I do bring a light just in case, and I do bring some reflectors other than the foam core I was showing you. This is my favorite reflector. This is the Omega reflector. Jerry Guiones made this. Jerry is predominantly a wedding photographer. He is one of the top 5 in the world, and he created this wonderful reflector. This is the best $130 you'll ever spend. So basically this thing, let me just show it to you because I think it's really important. The thing I use the most with newborn shoots is not only is this a reflector, but it's also like a scrim. It's a diffuser. So I just put the little diffuser panel in there, and you can hold it up to a window, and it softens the light so beautifully. Another amazing use for the Omega reflector, especially if you have one flash and that's all you can afford. If you take your flash on top of your camera and you turn it, say 90 degrees, you can actually reflect back from the reflector and onto people to get more of a fill light in their face without having direct flash. So for lenses, I always bring my 50mm 1.4. I bring my 105. The reason I bring a macro lens is because I might want to get the toes or fingers or eyes or something like super close up. So I bring it just in case we have time for those little details. I usually try to make the time for that. And of course I'll put links in the bottom to all the stuff. So I bring the 50 1.4 for the actual newborn. If it's like a bed pose or a basket pose, if I can get the height to get that. Basically, I've now switched over to bringing my 24-70 for most everything, and I'm filming with it, so I can't show it to you. But the 24-70 2.8 is a fantastic lens, and the only thing I just wish the aperture was wider, like the 1.4, so I could get super dreamy shots, you know, like super wide. And my 85mm 1.4. The 85mm 1.4 is my all-time favorite lens, and even though I can bring the 24-70 and get beautiful shots of the family together, I still bring my trusty 85 just in case, because I love this shot looking down like over the mom's shoulder she's looking at the baby. There are certain shots that I love that I just need a wide aperture to get what I see in my head. So that's just me probably overkill, bringing all kinds of stuff for no reason. Of course, if you're just starting out, you bring what you have and work with it. I did for many, many years. So the cameras that I'm working with right now, I'm always going to bring my D850. It's a beautiful camera for portraits, and I purchased the new Z7, which I'm actually using to film, so I can't show it to you right now. I got the Z7 for just filming, basically, and it is a wonderful, wonderful camera. So if you're looking to add video to your photography, I definitely recommend that one. And the Z6, I haven't gotten that one yet, but I've heard it's amazing. Of course, if you use Canon or any other, I'm not a Nikon fangirl, like it has to be Nikon. I'm definitely not that type of person. I think that whatever tools that you have are the best tools for you. For mom and dad and baby, I typically take them to a window, just like with just the baby. And I use reflectors, or if there's white walls, let the light bounce off the wall. I try my best to stay away from flash with newborn shoots because I find that it disrupts them. So I like to have a continuous light source, such as the sunlight. And then also I purchased a video light. It's fantastic, and it's very affordable compared to video light. I bought the Godox so it's a Godox 100 watt LED video light. Also purchased the, here it is, you can see the SL100. And I also purchased the P90H, a parabolic umbrella type thing. This one is for high heat, so that's why I got that one. It's going to be a continuous light. And I will take this if there's really, I take it as a backup. Some houses just don't have suitable light, so that light looks really great. I also film all of my, oh my gosh. I also film all of my videos with that light and the sunlight as well. So I always bring an actual box of prints with me to the session. Even if we were able to meet beforehand, I find that this is a wonderful service to provide. Let me explain. So basically, Grandma, Aunt Mary, a lot of people are going to be at this session, and because they want to do family photos with the newborn, they are not going to be able to get downloaded prints from me personally. So when I get home and I edit, I upload the photos to the client's online gallery via Pixieset. In the metadata, when I'm editing, I put that Mr. and Mrs. Smith are able to print these photographs in the actual metadata. So they'll get one free download and they can print these photos wherever they want, but the other family members cannot. So they're likely going to be ordering from the gallery unless Mr. and Mrs. Smith make all these prints at CVS and send them out, which, you know, is a possibility, and I'm sure people do that. But this is a wonderful service to provide to the grandparents, Great Aunt Mary, whoever's there, because within my box of prints, I show the differences between the prints that I offer, from the luster to the metallic to the deep matte. They're able to see what type of print method that they like the best, what type of paper they like the best, so that they're better prepared when they go to the online gallery. They're going to want to order stuff, and this way they know what they like, and they don't have to order a proof or whatever. You know, they know exactly what they want already. 9 times out of 10, people choose the metallic, which I love too. So not only does it help your customer, but it also encourages sales. Another thing that I do to encourage sales, print sales, is I include a print credit from their gallery with every single shoot that I do, because I want people to experience the beauty. I want people to be able to get archival prints. So I'm always I never do a bare bones package to anybody. I always offer something. Even when I custom quote, they've got to have some sort of print credit with it, just so that they can get something beautiful, number one, and number two, they'll be able to see the difference between what they got from CVS and what I gave to them. It will encourage them to buy more things. So once I get home, I hand wash all of the pieces that were used. As far as anything that I've knit or anything that's fragile, I'll hand wash and soak, lay flat to dry. The first thing I do when I get home is I take all the memory cards and put them on an external drive and then back them up so that I have 3 copies right then and there. Then I will edit the photos and upload to their Pixie set, at which point I will delete from the cards and have the 2 backups. Once they've downloaded their images, then I delete one of the other backups. So I just have 1 copy at that point. Thank you so much for watching, guys. It really means a lot to me, especially lately, the amount of positive comments that I've gotten on my channel. I started this channel, well, I accidentally started it, and then I started it, and I expected a lot of negativity because this is the internet and that happens. And I've gotten just overwhelmingly positive, loving, supportive messages from you guys. So I just really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I just really hope that something I say can help you guys, or something I do, the tutorials, can help you guys get your businesses going. Thank you so much, guys. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and click the bell for notifications. And I'll see you guys next week.